Yes. So let's go to the Championship again.
Championship.
Yes.
Hello.
Actually, no, it's League One now, isn't it? Luton Town.
Wow.
You were in the Premier League last year. You went viral every week for, haha, look at the away end. We can look into someone's garden. Now, you're back in League One.
Just back to being a joke man club. I can't lie.
It's unreal.
How does that happen?
It's a reverse Wrexham is what it is.
Yeah.
Some people are calling it the biggest underachievement in EFL, not Championship, EFL history.
It has to be because like they came up and even going there actually was a difficult fixture sometimes, I thought. And they had some decent moments in the league. They had, who was it? Chowdhury? Was it Chowdhury at the in the midfield? They had Barkley.
They had
Luton.
Chong.
Chong, that's what it was.
They had Chong. They had Moses.
Barkley, right?
Yeah, Barkley Moses, Alfie Doughty was there.
These are some decent players.
Yeah, decent. Mate, they had a good enough team to...
I don't even know what their Championship team looks like.
Yeah.
But
no, a lot of these names you said are still there.
Really?
Just not Barkley. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So this is the issue, right? You've got this team which you've actually invested Premier League money into because they paid for these players when they got promoted to the top flight. And they're still there and you've gone down to League One. In this era where clubs are earning more than ever, parachute payments from the Premier League to the Championship are more than they've ever been before.
Yeah.
And you're getting relegated.
It must be the worst club management I've ever seen. What are the board thinking?
It is
like that. The value of Luton has probably dropped by 500% since they were in the Premier League. They could have been one of those clubs that were taken over as a project and taken over and built slowly, like Bournemouth were, and built up. And now back to League One.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I bet that there will be no hope for them to come back up.
No,
I genuinely don't think so.
No.
Because once you're on that spiral, we saw it with Sunderland. They were there. They've been there since 2015, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
And they've just never made it back. I think that's them done now. I think that is them done now.
That is, I mean, I personally think that promotion came too early for them to the Premier League. I think they got a bit giddy.
Yeah.
And they haven't planned. And what they should have done in the Championship is the goal should have been to, I know obviously you want to get promoted again, but just stay. Because it's so, in that period, it's so unstable. You've lost so many of your players.
Yeah.
It's time to just try and stay because Luton are a Championship level club. Do not get it twisted. They played good football, but they kept the manager for too long. They also were unlucky with injuries this year. But even if you are unlucky with injuries, to be a Premier League team and then a League One team less than a year and a half after, mental.
Yeah, I think just sell the club, bro, at that point. Like, that is terrible. And it all comes from the top. That's what we know, right?
Yeah.
Everything comes from the top. For that to happen to your club under your watch, there is only one person to blame, and that's the owner. I think, personally. How can you allow that to happen?
You've got to invest. Like you said, you've got to change the strategy, the recruitment of
Become
the club.
hard to beat. So, don't even think about signing big, better players from ex-Premier League teams or whatever. Sign some fucking Championship players. Yeah. Sign some fucking League One players. Some young talent.
Young talent.
Yes, and get in the Championship, you need a young manager who is hungry and ready to prove, I think. And listen, Rooney, shit. That's why Plymouth are so shit, and that's why he got sacked. There is a lot of young English talent for managers out there. True. And Luton could have been one of those teams that picked them up, and they just went too long with, like you said, the manager who was, and where are they now?
Exactly.
Dead.
It's true. Unlucky Luton. I mean, you were never a Premier League team. It was fun to play against you guys and see all the videos, but good luck in League One. Maybe see you in League Two next year. That would be insane.
Let's revisit this in a year.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that. But yeah, that's the end of the 3 points. I mean, but you'll just see this as a standalone video, so that's the end of the video.
Yes.
Yeah.